you let someone's opinions affect how you think and how you feel, then they win. They're like this guy here. He's letting all these people that he's arguing with win and affect his day. Don't let that happen. Hi, and welcome to a short edition of the Ronin Leadership Podcast. I'm going to try to do some more of these shorter podcasts just to get some content out on things that are kind of foremost in my mind. And I want to thank all of you for subscribing to our channel. Please continue to hit the like button, share this video and this channel, and subscribe to it if you haven't already. And thank you for your support. So I ran across this cartoon today in some of my research, and I thought it's really kind of cool because here you got a couple, and the spouse is sitting at their chair, and she's got a newspaper, and she tells her husband, "Hey, the world happiness rankings are out," and as you can see from the front cover there, it says the U.S. drops 24th in terms of happiness, and then of course the hubby is saying, "Not now. I'm busy arguing with strangers," and he's got a lot of the smiley faces, frowny faces, the angry faces. But I think it's a really cool cartoon because it really speaks to what's going on a lot with what's happening in our world today and why people are so angry. We're very divisive. We have a lot of just anger in our country, and a lot of it is just because of what people are doing right here. You're looking at social media and all these feeds, and you're watching tons of Fox News or MSNBC, and so if you're watching Fox News, then obviously it's very conservative, so you're not liking what the liberals are doing. If you're on MSNBC, that everything conservatives and Trump are doing is bad, and you're getting fed all this stuff constantly, and people are looking at this all the time on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and all this kind of stuff. And obviously, you end up like a lot of people end up like this guy. They're going about their day, but they're angry. Their anxiety levels are up, and you don't need to be like this guy, right? So here's are three things you can do right now so you don't end up like him, which a lot of you are. I guarantee it. Number one, you got to limit your social media time. Hey, I love social media, and I post, I podcast, and I do reels, I do all this other kind of stuff. But I limit the amount of time I'm actually looking at X or Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn. Uh, I'll look at them maybe a couple times a day. And a lot of time, what I'm doing is I'm actually checking. I'm not trying to read content per se. I'm actually checking for, like my feeds, are people responding to some of my feeds, or what do my analytics look like in Instagram or in YouTube, or how many views am I getting on a particular post. So I'm actually looking at that just to make sure what I need to improve or what things are resonating with people. And I'm actually doing that, and so I think you need to limit your social media time. And one of the best things you can do is also go into your settings in your phone or your device, and when you get to notifications, get rid of notifications from X, because I did that a while ago, because you're getting constant notifications on people that you're following or other things. So take off the notifications, make it a pull from you. That means that you are actively pulling content in terms of social media, and you're not letting it be pushed to you. And so you control that, but you have to limit that social media time so it's not constantly inundating you all the time. You have to have the discipline to tell yourself 2-3 times a day, I'll look at social media, and that's it, right? That's number one. Also, just remember that if there's two things. If you are consuming social media, you have to prepare yourself for the fact that you're going to run into content that is going to be disagreeable to you, whether it's a political issue or whether it's an economic issue. You have to be prepared to see content that's going to make you, like this guy, upset. Just because we're humans, and if we have a particular political viewpoint and you're reading content that's opposed to it or attacking your viewpoint, you're going to have a reaction. So what you want to do is uh, sort of forearm yourself ahead of time by really, you have to understand, and this is a very good Stoic principle, that there's a lot of things in this world you can't control. Most things you can't control. You can't control what other people's opinions are and what they're going to post. You can't control what's happening in the world of politics and all the division or economic upheavals and uncertainty, or just trolls on social media, or angry, nasty, terrible people, or crime. You cannot control all of that. But what you can control is how you respond to that. Someone, if you post something on social media, you have to know and assume that you're going to find people eventually that are not going to disagree, or they're not going to agree with what you have to say. Otherwise, stay out of social media. If you can't take criticism or negative feedback, as well as positive feedback, right? Constructive criticism. But if you can't take that, stay out of social media. It's not for you, because it's just going to make you like this guy, angry and all this other kind of stuff. And then just remember, you control your reactions to people, right? So just because someone says something or makes an opinion on social media that you don't like, and you control how you respond to that, right? You own that. Why should I let somebody, here in the ether, in social media, what they say affect my happiness and make me upset for the rest of the day and all that kind of stuff? That's why another tip in terms of controlling social media, going back to number one, I kind of going backwards a little bit, is don't look at social media first thing in the morning. I never look at any of that stuff for the first hour, at least. A lot of times it's more than that, but do not look at it first thing in the morning, because it's going to screw your day up. So that's part of the first one, controlling. But also, number two, you control your reactions. You control it. If you get mad like this guy, that's on you. It's not on the people that he's arguing with. Like you said, he's arguing with strangers. It's not on them. It's on you. You're the one that decided to engage in social media and engage in a debate. And so if they say something, you own whether you control your emotions and not get angry, upset, and have your head blow up like this guy, or whether you could just let it wash off of you like water off of a duck, right? So you control that. And so you need to be cognizant of that. And I think number three, and that kind of this actually parallels with the first one about controlling social media, how much you consume, is you have to make time for yourself to be happy, right? And that means uh, go out and take a walk, start a journal, and make sure you list what you're grateful for every day. Start your day off that way, right? And take breaks during the day. There's even an app, I haven't looked at it in a while, but I think it's like called Good News, where they only talk about good stuff that's happening in the world. Because all we get from, obviously, the regular media is negative stuff, because that's what sells. They want to sell the negative to get people's reactions, and so they want the negative. What you want is good news. And so I may start doing that myself, re-looking at this Good News app and just read about good stuff that's happening. But you have to own your own happiness, right? So what is it that makes you happy, right? Is it playing with your pets? Is it being with your spouse? Is it taking a walk? Whatever it is, you need to find some part of your day that you work on you. If it's meditation, that's great. If it's prayer, that's great. But carve out some part of your day that will feed happiness, wellness, gratefulness, right? Thankfulness, all those things, as opposed to what this guy is doing and what a lot of you, I suspect, are doing is responding, right? Um, I see it on Facebook all the time. There are people out there that and some of them used to be Facebook friends of mine, but I just got tired of their stuff. It's not, and it wasn't directed at me. It's that they'll put content out there about what, let's say they're extremely liberal, and they'll put content that really slams conservatives, and it's just for no reason, just to put it out there. It's like you're not going to change a conservative's opinion based off of that Facebook post. You're not going to convince, if you're conservative, a liberal based off of a Facebook post that you put in there about how bad liberals are. You're not going to. People are in their lanes, and very seldom do they change lanes, has been my opinion. So why even bother? Right? Why even bother looking at that stuff? It makes no sense. So I've been really cognizant of making sure I'm blocking content that I don't want to see. I'm not interested in a lot of people's political opinions. You can have one. I'm glad, and there are forums for that. And I'm good with having a rigorous debate about politics. Facebook is a happy place, should be. It's not the place to put in your political beliefs, right? And don't end up like this guy. So those are the three things, right? You limit your social media. Don't look at it first thing in the morning. You control your emotions, right? So if you engage in social media, even if you look at it and something sets you off, you control how you react to these things. You control whether it makes you mad, or you just let it go because it has nothing to do with your life. It's not going to affect your life unless you let it. If you let someone's opinions affect how you think and how you feel, then they win. They're like this guy here. He's letting all these people that he's arguing with win and affect his day. Don't let that happen. And then, of course, the third thing is to do things that will feed your calmness, your peacefulness, by going for walks, by meditating, by having a gratitude journal, or just writing down things you're grateful for at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day. Spending more time with your spouse, and your dogs may have a chance, and not looking at news all the time, and controlling. It's not that you want to be oblivious of what's going on in the world, but you have to control that content. Otherwise, it'll eat you up, like this poor guy here. So that's what I got today. Short and sweet. I ran across this. I thought it was pretty cool, and I just had something to say about it. So let me know in the comments section how you thinking about this, and does it make sense to you? And if so, if you try out some of these things, how is it working out for you? All right, I'll be back at you soon. Remember to hit the like button, the subscribe button, share this content, and thanks for your support. Okay, bye.